What's up, everybody? It's Kyle here from 2vaped.com, coming at you with the MVP 2.0. Not really. Everybody knows about the MVP 2.0. Here's the MVP 20 watt, the next logical upgrade step to the MVP 2.0. There it is. That's what you get in your kit. You get the MVP 20 watt. You get this nice little 510 thread adapter, because one of the major physical differences between the 2.0 and the 20 watt is you got a flat, flush 510 connector. It's pretty nice, actually. Your tanks aren't standing like 10 feet off of your mod now. But if you do have T2s or T3Ss or anything like that that takes the ego threading, just screw this bad boy right in there. It looks just like an MVP 2.0 now. Pretty neat. Alright, now, there aren't any major differences besides that 510 threading physically. They're exactly the same size. A little bit of logo changes. Same screen, same bottom. So you still have the pass-through option. Everything is the same except it goes up to 20 watts now, which is awesome. I'm going to screw my sub-tank onto this and check it out at 18 watts. I'm using the 1.2 organic cotton coil that came with the tank. I got a little taste lemon key lime in here. Taste delicious. And it works well with the sub tank as long as you don't go sub ohm, because despite their upgrades, there is a new chip in here. It will not fire sub ohm. It might fire at about 0.9, but that's about as low as you're going to go. You're not going to put any rebuildables on here unless you're building above 1.0. This isn't going to be a mod for your RBAs or any low ohm builds. This is a nice at work mod. I like the MVPs. I loved them to carry them around because you can charge them on the go. I like having it in the car. I just plug it in, and while it's charging, I'll be hitting it. It's nice because you don't have to replace batteries, but it's all personal preference. What you're into, what you're looking for, what you want to get out of the vape. If you like the MVP 2.0, the 20 watt is an awesome upgrade, and it's because you don't get any tanks in the kit, it's actually really comparable to the MVP 2.0. It might be cheaper some places. I know it's cheaper from 2Vaped because you're not getting anything with it. All you get is this and a charging cable and your 510 thread adapter. There's no tanks that come with it. It's more like an express kit. But I like the new colors that they got going on. That's an interesting, like, light pastel green that I got. They there was one other thing that I thought was cool about this, and that's that it works. MVPs are pretty reliable. I liked my MVP 2.0. I said that these are nice. 20 watts. 20 watts. You gotta wonder though, why didn't they just go up to 30 watts? That makes me wonder if there's gonna be another MVP type thing coming out soon, because they're a little behind on the 20 watt game. Why not just jump straight to 30 watts? Which brings me to the next cool thing about this. The MVP 2.0, the output was a pulse width current output. They changed the chip in the MVP 20 watt, so now you got a steady output. It's more like a Vamo. Steady RMS output. It's not pulse width, so you get a different kind of hit. It's better. It's a lot better than the MVP 2.0. There's problems with some that I had with some of my tanks with the 2.0 that I don't experience with the 20 watt, and I think it's just because it's not doing that pulse width output. So overall, I think the MVP 20 watt is a sweet mod, especially if you like the MVP 2.0. Exact same form and function, only now you're going up to 20 watts and you don't have to deal with that pulse width output. Oh, it's good. It's good. Check one out over at 2vape.com. We got a lot of new stuff in this week. We also got the iLeaf 20 watts in a bunch of colors. Little difference between that and the MVP 20 watt. The iLeaf does do the pulse output. One of my big qualms with that is why I don't use one. I have no need for it. I got this. I got plenty of other mods. The iLeaf is also really small in my hand, and I just don't like how tiny it is. Maybe when the 50 watt hits the US, we'll be grabbing those, I'm sure, and maybe I'll pick one of those up and try using that for a while. But for right now, I'm sticking with my Baymo V6 and my MVP 20 watt and all my mech mods. So that's my word on the 20 watt. It's awesome. Try one out. You'll love it. You can put a sub tank on there as long as you don't go true sub ohm. I'm waiting for the next awesome thing to put my sub tank on. I'm going to throw it on a mech later and see how well that goes. Check it out, 2vape.com. Peace.